All right, been a minute since I made a video, but I need to get a little more consistent for my own sake. And show you guys one of my problems as a trader. I can spot them, but man, I got greedy today. So this morning, TCCO had a good earnings catalyst, and it's a low float runner. And I got infatuated with what I've seen in the past with low float runners, and I just allowed myself to get greedy. Greedy is it. And so this thing, let me go to the daily chart so you can see it. Daily, it's gapping from here, which is probably the number one indicator that I need. I went and found all the old support, right? And clearly we had a support line right here through 550-ish. So I knew early on this thing was going to be hopping, and so I just decided that I was going to take an entry. I put an order in right at the open at $6 because I just felt like the $6 range would hold. Excuse me. It cracked all the way through 6 and went down to, what is this here? Sorry, it's slow when I got the when I'm making a video and the deal is live, so it gets a little slow. But right here, the low is 550. So with the 550, right where I had that support, would have been nice to put an order in around 560, but whatever. Here it comes. It comes stumbling down and it gets going and then it runs up to 7. And see, my greed kicked in. I'm thinking this is a low float runner. Look at this, 1.43 million. This thing is going to break through here and it's going to run to 8 or 9. You know, just like you've seen some of those huge runners in the past. The end of the day lesson is, hey man, I got in at 610. 720 was the high. Sounds pretty good to me. 10% was only all I needed was 670, and it ran and it gave me more, and I got, as I stated, greedy. And so I'm very disappointed in myself as a trader today because I turned that into a 10% loser because I literally got greedy and then it cracked. Me waiting for it to run. Oh, it's gonna go to 8. It's gonna go to 9. I'm gonna sit through it. Dumbest thing. That's just dumb. You just gotta. Tim is right. You gotta take your small wins. Take the meat of the move. I caught the meat of the move, and then this thing cracked. And as you can see, it's run all the way down to 5, which it also offered a couple of dip buying opportunities. One at 5, right? That ran right here from 5 to 590 ish. That's almost 20% if if you get in here at 5. It's roughly 18% winner. That was an opportunity. And then it came back. What is this low right here? 510. Okay, and ran back up again to 6. So you had 3 opportunities as a buyer to make money. You had one, okay, 2, and 3. And I'm just mad at myself because I got greedy. I went for the home run, the single, and that's just kind of how it goes. The only other, I had these watch lists over here, and I found Asna the other day, and it had volume this morning. The only other stock that I was interested in was Asna, but once I saw TCCO with its catalyst and everything, there was no way that I was going to play anything other than that. So I kind of stuck to my guns on that, but I'll just show you Asna because I really like, if I was going to play anything else, it was going to be that. And let me go to the daily chart as well. ASNA. I like this one because it was breaking out. It's breaking out its lows, okay? And as opposed to breaking out, running through it, it actually gapped up over it. And so my game plan on Asna was if it gapped up, actually I knew it gapped up, that if it ran back down to this 53 range, I would be a buyer there because that would be a perfect, support. And I would imagine like best case scenario that it would run up here to the 70s because there's this 200 MA sitting here. Plus there's another, resistance level right here at 74. So my thought process was very simple to if I was going to trade it, I was going to let it run down to 53, buy it there, and see what it does. So what does it do? Come off the open. It starts here, opens at, what is that, 56, runs down to 53, and boom, it takes off and it runs up here to 62, which I would have been shooting for like 60, but knowing my greedy ass, I probably would have been shooting for the 70s, which is the lesson for me. My game plan from here on out for the remainder of the month of December and really moving forward is just that I'm going to take 10% of the move, period. Like I'm not even, I'm not even, this is non-negotiable. Okay. And I'm just going to set my targets. Sorry about that. Set my targets, for that and just leave it at that. Put the orders in and walk, because there's no reason to lose money that you won. You know, you go from winning 300 something bucks, whatever that win would have been, to giving up 230 bucks because of greed. That's the lesson in it. That's the lesson. Even though it looks like it's more enticing, you end up paying more. So anyway, this one pulls down and then went up here. It hit 60, which would have been my goal, which would have been, if I would have got in at 53, 5.3 would be 10%. So at 58-ish, 58, 59, that would have been like 10% winner, and that's all done by 7 o'clock in the morning, and you're on your way with the day. So yeah, lessons all around. Really, I just do these videos for myself to make sure that I'm keeping myself honest, man. And I posted that loser. So disappointed in myself. Oh, here it is right here. So disappointed. Look at this, man. And I said it right here. Turn a 15% winner into a loser because of one simple thing. Greed. So yeah, that sucked, man. I hate taking that loss, but life goes on. You gotta, this is part of what you have to develop. So that goes back to that trader psychology again, and how important, how significant that is. Um, that you always are working on that. And this is why I'm posting this, so I can keep myself accountable and honest. Because anybody can, I could have easily fabricated that. I got to be real with myself if I expect. Um, if I expect to move on up. So got to cut these losses quicker. That shouldn't even been a loss. The lesson is learned, and all I can do is move on from here.